guys, it's Chelsea from The Financial Diet, and this week's video is brought to you by Credit Repair. And today I wanted to talk to you about a subject that we here at The Financial Diet, and particularly our head of content, Holly, who you've occasionally seen on this channel, are extremely enthusiastic about. And that is libraries, and how awesome libraries are, and how much they are an important resource to you if you are someone who is on a budget, or trying to save money, or just generally trying to be a better human being. We actually partnered with a librarian to create this video, who told us all about the various ways in which you are almost certainly not utilizing the library. Few things are more frustrating to librarians than facing how little people tend to know about all of the services that libraries offer. A lot of people think it's just checking out books for free, which, let's be clear, even if libraries were just that is still extremely awesome. But libraries offer so much more than that, and if you are not taking advantage, you have no one to blame but yourself. So to hopefully fix your library problem, here are 6 ways you are almost certainly not taking advantage of your library. Number 1 is digital media. A lot of people don't realize that much of the media that libraries have to offer are actually available for download right on your phone or tablet. You can borrow things like ebooks, audiobooks, even magazines. Imagine you're at the airport and are awfully tempted by those $7 magazines, which also, why are they $7? Like, that seems like an insane price point. Or those beachy summer reads that look so tempting from the overpriced shelf of a Hudson News. If you have your library app handy on your phone or tablet, you can go grab those publications absolutely for free and enjoy it for the time of your trip. Even things like travel guides can be downloaded. Using apps like Overdrive, Zinio, or Flipster, you can ensure that the publication, the audiobook, the magazine that you're wanting to read is always right at the touch of a finger, so you're never tempted to overspend on it. Number 2 is streaming content. So whether you are someone who has recently cut the cable cord, or you just can't justify paying for a lot of these mix and match streaming services, which I hear you, they get ridiculous after a while, many libraries now offer streaming content through services like Hoopla or Canopy. Hoopla has things like music you can download before you decide to buy an album, or workout videos that you can stream to use at home. And Canopy offers a lot of independent cinema and foreign films, basically a lot of the stuff you wouldn't necessarily find on Netflix. So even if you are using some of these streaming services, something like Canopy can be a great supplement to it. Canopy also offers things like courses around things like mindfulness, psychology, history, etc. Basically, whether you've abandoned paying for all these different streaming services, or you're just looking to supplement with different, perhaps more arty or educational content, libraries have you covered. Number 3 is free passes. Things like museums, zoos, state parks, aquariums, etc. that have an educational bent but often come with a hefty admission fee, especially in places like New York, where I live, where museums can be ridiculously expensive. Libraries often offer passes, which you can borrow for a day or a week and use to get for free into these various facilities. You can check with your local library to see if they offer these passes and use them to fit way more cultural activities into your day-to-day, not just for your personal enrichment, but so that you're not constantly defaulting to going out to a bar or restaurant as your go-to social activity. Number 4 is personal development. If you're looking to do a little bit more personal development, but are not necessarily looking to spend either the time or money required to fully go back to school, libraries are an amazing source of ongoing education and personal enrichment for a way better price, aka in many cases, totally free. Many libraries offer access to resources like lynda.com, where you can work on skills like coding or design or even things like public speaking. And when you finish a course, they offer a nifty little certificate of completion, which you can use, maybe not necessarily in place of a degree, but could show to a manager as a demonstration that you're working on these ongoing skills and taking them seriously. And of course, they can also just be for you to feel like a better person who's enjoying your brain more. Many libraries also offer resources for things like language learning, and libraries even offer things like in-person workshops, panels, or educational functions. Sometimes they'll even offer you one-on-one counselors through organizations like SCORE. Basically, just finding out what your library has to offer in terms of ongoing education and mentoring can open you up to a whole world of things you had no idea were available. Particularly if you live in a bigger city with a lot of these resources, you would be surprised at what libraries have to offer, often completely for free. Number 5 is unexpected non-book things. Many libraries actually offer many different things on loan that have very little to do with books. Things like musical instruments, sewing machines, puzzles, backpacks, camping supplies, or all other manner of activity, hobby, and learning object that you may be surprised are available for free rent. Let's say you're trying to learn that new skill, like how to sew a button on a dress, but don't necessarily want to shell out for your own sewing machine in order to get started. Many libraries will offer you the ability to rent one. And if it works out and you're able to pick the skill up, well, there's a good time to go get one of your own. Some libraries even offer out things like karaoke machines or even a chocolate fountain in some cases, because I guess libraries are very invested in you throwing really good parties. Number 6 is programs and events. Libraries host much more than book clubs these days, although that isn't to knock book clubs because book clubs rule. Libraries are hosting everything from viewing parties to culinary workshops to mini golf inside the building. In the more typical library vein, they'll often feature things like author talks or concerts or even motivational speakers. Chances are your library has a calendar of activities that goes way beyond the book club. And not only is this a great thing to add to your social calendar to once again remove the all-important bar and restaurant from your outings, but it's also a great way to meet other people. Few things are harder as an adult than making new friends out of nowhere, and going to a library for activities doesn't just mean you'll be in contact with these people, it means that you will be in contact with people who are also cool enough to want to learn more about the library. We're all at different places when it comes to our money, so one of the most universal pieces of advice that we can give is to find things that are accessible to you without having to spend $1 that can enrich your life in ways you probably haven't considered or at least not fully explored. And basically no place in your life will ever typify that better than a library. So if you are not currently maximizing the hell out of your library, I highly recommend you get started today. We'll link you to all of those resources in the description and encourage you to learn more about what your local branch has to offer. And if you are all about making good, very healthy adult decisions these days, one of the biggest ones you should make is to improve your credit. And if you've had a hard time getting your credit to where it should be, you should check out Credit Repair. CreditRepair.com can help you work to repair, build, and maintain your credit score by working directly with the credit bureaus to challenge any items on your credit report and teaching you how to understand both your own score and the rating system. To help show how it works, they gave 3 members of our audience a free trial to work on improving their scores over the next 6 months. Each of the participants currently have scores below 600, and each have gone through extremely difficult life circumstances that contributed to their financial struggles, from divorce to loss of a loved one to betrayal from a parent. Their stories serve as a reminder that there are so many unexpected reasons we might find ourselves needing help, and there is no shame in seeking out support. You can read about their experiences and learn how CreditRepair.com can help you work to build or rebuild good credit by checking out the links in our description. So as always, guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to come back every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday for new and awesome videos. Bye!